after making a very powerful friend. Sorry, best friend. The village has basically got itself a new guard dog, which is nice and easily controlled with a few sweet treats here and there. Unfortunately, it may open him up to, invasions from the other demon lords and counterattacks. Shall we see how he fares? And now getting the gaze of the other nations out there. For the time being, yes, but are they going to see it like that, or are they going to think that there's a new issue rising? There we go. Yeah. It would be funny if if his left eye there wasn't actually functional. You three. But it'd be funny if his eye wasn't functional when he said that line. Is that the Rimru's village in the future? As vast and wide as it is. There are sectors of this world that I want to see more of. Like the surveillance squadron with the newly acquired lizardmen. Upgraded lizardmen, sure, but and how useful Milim is going to be. Where does Veldora stand in the power scale of things? I know pretty much everyone revered him as some sort of godlike deity, but was he the apex or not? Well, at least they got to wear clothes. Yeah, he only suffered a few broken ribs. I'm expecting good things from this scientist. Can they reverse engineer it? But still, it is a very powerful potion, though, isn't it? Why did Gobter get that? And duplicate. He did it. Surprising that the dwarves weren't able to perfect it, but then again, he had Rimru's one to work off as well. Is there an issue there? Is there another nation which has a foothold on the... Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, as expected. Gobta would use it for a paper cut. Rimuru does kind of hand these things around like it's candy. So why not try to aim for a symbiotic relationship with the other cities? Big Black Flame? Benimaru? Oh, a new guest. What could have brought... Whoa. That's kinda cool. Rigard could have been a Batman villain. Carrion. Is he the one that damaged Rigard? Yes. Deserved. He knows he screwed up. Surprising an explosion of that nature didn't harm any of the surroundings. Well, she did kind of good, but then again... Well, was he given the order to be such a pest? Trying to find the loophole there. Well, you can't deny the results. She got her lunch. Mm-hmm. Do you think it would be wise to make enemies so easily? Down. It shouldn't be so easy to control her. You may want to defer to your boss rather than take any orders. Not quite as subtle as she thinks she is. Don't cause any hassle or you will be annihilated. I wonder if Rimru's going to have to come up with some sort of set of rules for not only Milim to follow, but everyone else as well. Mainly Milim, though. Come on, you tell your bestie, why don't you? It would be troublesome if you were to withhold information. Well, that is true. I thought, does she just enjoy fighting with her fists, or is it just that she never actually used a weapon in the first place? Far too simple. Painfully simple, one may say. They were bored. Well, the others may have been using it for power game. Whereas Milim might have just been because she was bored. So now you need to. Yep. What other issues are going to come from Milim standing up for the city? Actually getting a proper map. Hume. Well, I suppose money is a good motivator enough in some cases. So some sort of mercenary group. You're gonna. Oh, they're bringing it your way now. So, an Iraq and Iraq. Are they actually strong enough, though, to defend against it? Huh? What? That's why I recognise it. Of course. The legendary Wolf Riders. They were fighting for survival. He was fighting for lunch. Stop dribbling. Would be able to feed quite a lot. Would you rather speak to him in his other form? I'm also surprised that none of them have mentioned he's got his feet on the table and showing disrespect. Was she ordered not to speak as well, just for safekeeping? Good thing that Rimuru has the great potions and whatnot. Not when it comes to insults. So you can't just go around attacking them. It is very, it is a very good chip to use, having a pre-existing trade relationship. They just have no idea who he is. Like, why are they even here, other than having pre-existing knowledge and acquaintanceships with the village? Hmm. Hmm. Um. Do you have any? I didn't know if he had anything on hand to prove that. He changed his tune. Ha! You'll now be under the direct employ of. Oh, so you're just giving the accolade away? Rather than being a powerful being to be somewhat feared as well. Interesting way of doing it. Would he be alright though with just stealing the credit? Of course, a giant feast. Why would they not be merry? It's quite useful that all of these people were already disenfranchised with their own places and heading to seek out anyway on their own. Although there's definitely an issue with not being able to rename humans. So he has a communication crystal as well. Nice music. So, I'm not sure what Clayman's overall plan is here. But in the was it the preview or the opening? We saw that the other demon lords have a somewhat army behind them, whereas he just has these harlequins. I'm not sure of his interior decorator though. Was that the big fire raid damage thing we saw episodes ago? Or is this something yet to be introduced? Well, I can kind of guess what happens in the future then. A useful ability and kind of headstrong, that one. And what if you can't control it? And is this going to be settled at any point? The unresolved point about Shizu and the children. Does Rimuru have things planned out in advance, or is he just very quick-witted about how he can resolve diplomatic issues? Pushing the accolades onto a mercenary group and saying that they just assisted. Actually, I can see that being a pitfall as well, because anyone that thinks, oh, they're not as strong as we were led to believe, maybe we can subjugate them and make them work for us. We've already seen a few people like that, haven't we? It's almost inevitable that the weapon Rimuru has to conjure up for Milim is going to be used at some point. Either against another demon lord or this Chernobis. Why do the strong, such as the demon lords, in any kind of story, even reality, even though they're not called demon lords in reality, strive for more political gain and more power, even though they have so much? It's almost as if strength and power is addictive. But it's also surprising that people can raise to this level of the upper echelons and still manage to hire Carrion's guards who just went out and fire punched one of the leaders of the village. Like that's gonna go down well? If that's how you conduct business, that's all I need to say, isn't it? Just a disimproving facial expression. But hopefully you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please let me know by leaving a like on the video and a comment down below. Now, obviously, there is a couple more episodes left, so if you don't want to miss any, then you may want to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. And with that said, if you're still here and watching, you may want to check out my Discord. There might be a poll up for something else to watch in the future. I may have been forgetting to actually mention that for a while. But honestly, it's getting quite late, so get yourself some rest, so I can see you in the next one. But of course, the names you see here are the amazing people that have made their choice to support me. And it's baffling, to be honest. But to all of you, and especially Flor Taku, Sal, Raywin, Denomed1997, and Luz Almanza, thank you.